Hello, friends. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Creative Edge, one of the subsidiaries of Top Ranker. Friends, we are here to talk about the importance of the studio test and situation test to enter NID, NIFT, or other private design colleges. You know, the result of NID is out. NIFT would be declaring first round their first round examination results very shortly. And yes, private colleges are there in their spree of conducting the studio test, situation test, and portfolio test for entrance in the BDES courses all around India. Friends, we are really concerned about two things. One, that the limitation of seats in NID and in NIFT. But is that the end of everything? I think no. Because of very good quality colleges that have come recently in India, all around India, they are offering handsome classes for course of BDES. So what we should learn is the studio test and situation test for which we will be conducting good classes. What are we actually offering in those classes? We from Creative Edge are actually here to help you prepare specialized preparation classes tailored for NID studio test, NIFT situation test, private design colleges, and presses. We actually give hands-on practice and real examination like scenarios. See, for example, this, the day one of our studio test preparation, we give a fast sketching of human figure. This is all done 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes kind of sketches. Fast sketching. Now this one practically took 30 minutes to sketch out as many as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 human figure along with its background or the backdrop. Such kind of a preparation, one would say, yes, here I am ready for the studio test. You might have heard about last year asking of the NID. They asked the students to go out and sketch out whatever they see. That included object drawing also. So I will be talking regarding that one class a little later. But the first class that we generally offer to our student for the studio test preparation is fast sketching of human figure and objects. Next day of the studio test preparation, day 2, wire structure and wire handling. These are a couple of samples that I'm providing you, that this is what you learn very precisely in our class, in our studio test preparation. Next to that are 2 days, day 3, day 4. You are provided with actual material in our class and given questions to solve. For example, there was this trophy making. You were provided mount board, ribbons. You may be provided with thermocol, cotton balls, plastic paper, plastic or paper straws, wires, golden or copper or aluminum wires. Likewise, there may be a question, make a trophy of a cricket event. There could be a question of entrance gate. There may be a question of mask making. They provide material. In actual, they provide material and do not provide any figure or reference picture. You have to imagine, you have to think over if you might have seen or just imagine a trophy, a mask, or an entrance gate kind of a thing. You can also learn from this to prepare an entrance gate of a marriage reception kind of questions can be solved. All what you learn here is the material handling. One may imagine, one may think, but at the same time, one may not have done this kind of preparation to keep himself or herself ready for the examination. Because here, not only the material handling is taught, it is also taught how to save your time and do it in time. So that's where I think you may be required a lot of help. And we are conducting real good course of 8 to 10 days for doing all this kind of a preparation. Then comes day 5. Day 5 is a long day actually because here we show you clay handling. With clay, there may be a character designed. And with clay, there may be a storytelling with stop motion pictures. There may be a storytelling. And that's where I think you will have a hands-on preparation for studio test. Next, quite similar to what was given last year in NID, we have been giving this. Now, here is a real picture of my friend who has gone to NID. We have been giving this outdoor sketching practice of objects, live human figures, and landscaping all together. And it is not asking you to go out alone. Here you are going with masters of art, that is the faculties, who will also guide you as to how to handle such for maximum and optimum results. This one is classroom training of sketching. Now there is a secret here. Although we do the things practically outdoor, some of you may like to have an additional practice. So what we do, we take a lot of photographs, bring them back to our home and make a PowerPoint presentation with timing for the human figure and different objects. and we do a continuous practice of 40 minutes to 1 hour for as many objects or as many human figures that you can make. So the full day 6 is actually practically utilized in this outdoor activity, followed by some optional only, some indoor activity. Another rather a really tricky question that NID brings in studio test. They ask you to put your hand into the bag or a mystery box where this kind of objects are kept. Now you are not seeing them. You are feeling them blindfold. You put your hand into it, feel it, take out your hand after a couple of minutes and draw what you really felt. You may be asked to do 3 into 1 object. That means 3 sketches of 1 object showing 3 scenes. Maybe this, maybe that is right facing, left facing, or maybe a top view. That is of 1 object. Or you may be asked to do as many objects as you might have felt, just 1 sketch each in a stipulated or given time. Very tricky question. You can't do it unless you have earlier practiced it. I mean, you might as well do it, but you could not be very sure of meeting out time in such an exercise. But you do this exercise with us, and you are more sure, more assured of good results. Then comes another tricky question. What we make you handle on the 8th day of our studio test preparation. Audio visual test. You will be shown videos and or play different audios and will be required to write about them sequence wise, audio, video, or both. In the audio clip, how the question is framed. A speech by Sarojini Naidu was given in one of earlier attempts. The question asks students to decode the audio. पहचानना होता है कि कौन बोल रहा था और कब बोल रहा था. Identify the speaker and the title of the speech. Like she spoke in the UNO. And specify the platform where this speech was given. Maybe at times they asked about the history of it as to which year was it played. Oh, sorry, was actually which year it occurred. Then there may be another audio clip, a piece of music or a tune was played for 2 to 3 minutes. Students were then asked to write a response in 7 to 8 lines describing their thoughts, emotions, or feeling about the music or tune. Now, you are not to be a philosopher here, but you have to be a more practical person as to what emotion actually arose or what emotion you felt when you actually heard that music. So either you could have this kind of question or this kind of question. in the audio test. What do we do here? We really make you practice, selected some 7, 8, 10 audios, and then, of course, ask you as an assignment as to do some more by yourself. This is an important part of the test. This can make or mar your studio test of NID undergraduate entrance preparation. So this was a brief of our what we are doing and what is required in the NID studio test preparation. Now this brief followed by what you can do with it. Send us a text on the WhatsApp. You want to do studio for, just send us one word studio. We will understand it that you want to have a studio test preparation with us. Situation test is the test required for NIFT. This is required for NID. And these are also required by some leading private design institutes. Plus, of course, they ask for portfolio. Which also, I mean, we take care of this if you are joining us to guide you for the private colleges. We will happily do it for you, even a studio test preparation and the portfolio making. So for private, I mean, when you write private for the private colleges, just need to send us the WhatsApp message. Or you want to talk anything else, then send a hi to know about other courses. All that you have to remember, 888 9633 888 9633 for any inquiry in regarding studio test, situation test, or preparation for the private institute as to how to present yourself into it. So I look forward for your response. Thank you so much for spending this small time with me. I'm sure I'll be able to answer all your queries through my number of 888 9633 222. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.